Magnetic Analysis Corporation, most commonly referred to as MAC, has been a leader in non-destructive testing since 1928. In the past 85 years, MAC has grown to become a major source of NDT services, including ultrasonic, flux leakage, eddy current, and electromagnetic inspection systems for testing metals worldwide. MAC was the first in the industry to develop a U.S.-made electromagnetic flaw detection system for steel bar, a null coil system, a commercial eddy current tester in the U.S., a rotary probe eddy current system, a fully computerized eddy current tester, a rotary hot wire tester, a rotary transverse flux leakage tester. MAC has one of the most extensive NDT field staff in the U.S. and engineers as well as representatives throughout various regions of the world. MAC has subsidiaries in Sweden, Australia, Italy, and the UK, along with our MAC Shanghai office in China, and representatives in Russia, South Korea, Indonesia, Japan, India, Mexico, Brazil, and various other locations throughout Europe, South America, and Africa. Eddy current and ultrasonic techniques can be used to inspect bar, rod, and billets. Hex, square, and round material, either hot rolled, cold drawn, continuous, or cut length, can be accommodated. Custom design systems have been manufactured for the inspection of square billets. Eddy current and ultrasonic techniques can be used to inspect bar, rod, and billets. Hex, square, and round material, either hot rolled, cold drawn, continuous, or cut length, can be accommodated. Custom design systems have been manufactured for the inspection of square billets. These systems include squirter-type ultrasonic probes on fixed head plates. MAC is ISO certified to provide the best superior quality to each and every client. For more information, please visit our website at www.mac-ndt.com. Our systems include eddy current, ultrasonic, and flux leakage inspection. Multiple and custom designed systems as well as material handling are also available. MAC offers large, automated, multiple test systems that combine different NDT technologies and controls to provide a totally automated, integrated inspection system. By combining different tests such as eddy current, ultrasonic, and/or flux leakage in one system, each technology detects the conditions that it is best suited to find. The result is a superior inspection system designed to meet the exact specifications of the tube, wire, or bar mill and their customers. Large systems are set up for factory pre-acceptance prior to shipment at either MAC's New York, USA, or Östersund, Sweden plants. The customer's quality control department sets the pre-acceptance requirements and joins MAC engineers for the procedure. This exposes potential issues and assures quality before the system is shipped for installation. Eddy current, ultrasonic, flux leakage, and laser techniques can be used to inspect welded, extruded, and seamless tubing. Carbon steels, stainless alloys, copper, aluminum, titanium, and all other non-ferrous metals can be inspected. MAC's custom design systems that combine test methods provides detection in conformance to API standards for such industries as oil, gas, and petrochemical, amongst others. Eddy current testing is generally the best choice to inspect wire in line with cold heading operations such as spring making and other parts forming, and for checking continuity, alloy, and other conditions. Eddy current tests are also frequently used for inspecting short surface defects, continuity, and location of welds in single and multi-conductor insulated wire and cable. MAC eddy current and electromagnetic test systems are available to test fasteners and similar parts for heat treatment, geometry, and alloy. The systems test and separate out parts that are either above or below specification from those that conform. This test can be done at very high speeds using MAC's Auto Sort Parts Gate and Varimac Comparator Tester. Customized parts testing using multiple test technologies have been developed for inspecting military shell bodies, grenades, bearing races, and automotive parts such as pistons and strut rods, among others. MAC offers user-friendly electronics and a wide range of ultrasonic rotaries. The EchoMac rotary ultrasonic system includes rotating ultrasonic transducers that are available for shear wave configuration, detecting surface and subsurface defects, and compression wave configuration, detecting internal defects and dimensional measurements, such as wall thickness. Models are available for inspecting material from 5 to 500 millimeters in diameter, at test speeds up to 200 feet per minute, depending on the size and condition of the material. Rotary ultrasonic systems can be combined with eddy current instrumentation to meet exacting specifications. Typical applications include inspecting tube ends, oil and gas tube and bar, detecting weld imperfections, inspecting billets, and heat exchanger tubing. The FD5 Electronics has a user-configured flaw detection or thickness gauging for each channel. It features 4 independent flaw gates in each ultrasonic channel, simultaneous A-scan and strip chart display of up to 32 channels, and adjustable pulse firing sequence to avoid crosstalk in multi-channel applications. Full network support is now available for viewing and controlling the instrument from a remote desktop. The FD5 Electronics can work with rotary systems for bar and pipe, fixed transducer systems for sheet or slab, and weld line inspection mechanics. The FD5 Electronics can be used with MAC's EchoMac rotary ultrasonic transducer assembly, as well as with other immersion or rotary type systems to replace or upgrade existing installations. MAC offers the Rotoflux flux leakage electronics as well as transverse and longitudinal rotary testers. Magnetic Analysis Corporation's Rotoflux electronics are used with a rotary system where the material under test is driven through a rotating head plate. Magnetic flux leakage non-destructive test systems accurately detect defects in heavy wall magnetic tubing, including oil country goods and tubular parts. Systems are available in sizes to handle up to 500 millimeter diameter tubes. To detect longitudinal defects, the material under test is driven through rotating head plates that include transverse magnetizing coils and test probes. MAC also offers Rotoflux systems to detect transverse defects, where the magnetizing poles are placed in a fixed position perpendicular to the axis of the material under test, and the sensors are rotated around the test piece. Typical applications include the detection and differentiation of ID and OD defects in heavy wall magnetic tubing and tubular products such as oil well pipe. Longitudinal and transverse defects can be as small as 5% on the OD and 5% on the ID, depending on material type and condition. The Rotoflux Electronics comes with up to 48 channels for the transverse and 24 channels for the longitudinal. MAC has a broad range of eddy current testers and electronics. The Multimac lets you configure your eddy current test application the way you want, all with just one tester. Multimac test channels can be individually configured for use with encircling or sector test coils, as well as rotating test probes, eliminating the need to have several instruments. All test channels can operate simultaneously at the same or at different frequencies. Test speeds can range from 1 foot per minute up to several thousand. The Multimac SM is a perfect alternative to the Multimac for systems requiring up to 2 channels. The electronics comes in a small, compact environmental cabinet with touchscreen capabilities. An additional monitor may be connected externally. The Multimac SM is great for testing tube, bar, wire, or plate. Mac's eddy current inspection systems incorporate computer-based test instruments and test coils. Mac uses 2 general types of eddy current test coil technologies, encircling or sector coils and spinning or rotating probe coils. Installation can be in-line or at separate test station. End suppression circuitry, when combined with an optional sensor, can be used for testing cut lengths to prevent false signals from leading and trailing ends. Encircling or sector test sensors detect short surface and some subsurface defects on or offline in magnetic and non-magnetic wire, bar, and tube. They are also used to inspect welded tube for short ID or OD defects in the weld zone or on the full circumference. Multimac can operate on a wide variety of non-magnetic products or use direct current saturation systems to inspect magnetic material. A demagnetizer is added to remove residual magnetization. Additional applications for eddy current coil systems include testing uniform cross-sectional materials such as squares, rectangles, hex, and round, detecting sigma phase occurrences, finding inclusions, and monitoring roll grinding processes. Typical applications for rotary test sensors are to detect seam-type surface defects in cold-drawn wire or cut-length bar stock. Other applications include inspecting cut lengths like strut rods, usually offline, and to test parts such as small shafts and bearings for longitudinal surface defects. Rotamac rotaries come in 3 series to accommodate low to high speed applications such as inline continuous wire operations that may include wire drawing, parts forming, respooling, or straight and cut. Series include Standard, E, and Z. Mac offers 2 types of comparators, Varimac and Production Comparator. The Varimac and Production Comparator detect variations in alloy, hardness, some dimensions, and certain types of cracks in metal bar, tube, or parts. Typical applications include automotive parts, medical instruments, and military ordnances. Comparators are also used for high-speed sorting of parts such as fasteners and bearings. As shown here, the Varimac, when used with Mac's parts gates, can sort and count parts into 3 separate groups. By viewing where the peak test signals for a batch of parts are clustered on the screen, the customer can then select to position target regions that correspond to the clusters they want to capture and categorize. Gates can be set to alarm when a part is rejected. Mac offers laser weld inspection equipment and weld view cameras by Xiris Automation. The WI 2000P laser inspects weld quality, while the XVC camera monitors the welding process. Conditions detected include weld undercut, deflection, roll, weld bead height, and weld register, commonly referred to as mismatch. Typical applications for these equipments include open arc welding processes and inspection directly after welding. Using Mac's Learn Drive and auto diameter and other control features, the system can learn the diameter of the material, the production line speed, and other characteristics, and program itself to automatically time the activation of the test probes or transducers and the operation of the mechanics which position and move the test material through the inspection process. This allows for highly automated, non-destructive testing in an industrial environment. Test benches and drives include the V-Roll test bench and pinch stands, as well as the Constant Center triple guide roll bench. The V-Roll test bench can utilize automated or manual controls to adjust the pinch stand rolls to the size of the test material. The auto diameter controls are available to automate adjustments of the testers and drives when the test material diameter is changed. A Constant Center triple guide roll bench eliminates vibrations from the test material that can cause false reject signals. Constant Center benches are often used when testing products such as tubes with upset ends or difficult straightening applications. Successful inspection requires appropriate mechanics, controls, and accessories to handle the test material and house the test sensors. Mechanics for mounting test sensors include coil platforms for eddy current testing and rotary mechanics such as slide and elevate mechanisms for eddy current, ultrasonic, and flux leakage systems. Additional items such as pinch stands, drives, encoders, markers, controls, demagnetizers, and components for mounting the encircling or segment test coils, saturation coils, rotaries, and the positioning and driving of the material through the test are combined with the instrumentation to make up a complete test system. For more information, please visit our website at www.mac-ndt.com. To schedule a meeting with one of our very knowledgeable field engineers, please send an email to info@mac-ndt.com or submit the online form in our Contact Us section of the website. We hope you enjoyed this brief presentation, and we thank you for your interest in Magnetic Analysis Corporation.